Welcome back to Let's Play Maristice. I mentioned before, this is the final stretch, and heck with this room. I'm going this way. And I mentioned it because it kinda is. We are very quickly running out of tower to explore. Gotta do this puzzle every time we come through here, not like that other puzzle. So we gotta do a little bit of backtracking to get back up where we were before. We've actually been everywhere on this floor. Spoilers, there are only 10 floors. So what you see here is the only spot left that we haven't been to. No more need for going in there. In fact, no more need for this floor. All we gotta do is head up to the next floor and go from there. We are nearing you, Patchouli. And I will soon have my cupcake. Way. Oh, this is an interesting one. Patchouli steals cupcakes, don't you know? This was real easy because it was like super easy to get up here. And then you go, oh hey, an item. I wonder how I get that. I can't. Magic. Boop, 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 boop. Then you go, it's like, oh, okay, well, maybe this isn't so bad because I got here so easy. Actually, you, like, almost can't get back. Oh, let's see here. How do I go about getting back? I have to remember how to go about getting back. Let's start pushing things and see what happens. So I need that block there. Let's do that again. Once again, not Patchouli blocks, so go ahead and assume you're going to have to jump at some point. Okay, looks like my memory is more or less doing me good. I'm pretty sure I got this. Even the ice puzzles near the end of the game, they're like getting much more usage out of the entire room instead of like, hey, this is a tiny little puzzle. It's here, like every block in this room serves a purpose. Alright then, so we came out there and then we went in that room. Hey, an invisible block. Yeah, you'd think, hey, block orb reacting, blocks are here. Nope. That's a good way to fall. Can't go that way either, so, hey, how about them ways what we can't go? Okay, now, is it... where is it? Here it is. I also like that it's one block away, so even if you jumped even if you just jumped, because you just like walking while you jump, then you'd probably go, oh hey, that means I can keep going. Wrong. Yep. Do I have a key? Yes, I do. Hey, remember that platform that we made appear last time? Guess what we just did again? We'll be back there. We'll always be back there. Which then takes us to this room. This room is perhaps my least favorite puzzle in the entire game, if only because it is genuinely hard. This is kind of the grand finale of ice puzzles. I really have to try and remember how I even do this one. I think I need blue visible. So I can push that down there. Now blue goes down, blue to green... Yeah, so, okay, it needs to go down that way. So, how do I do that? Nope, not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do. Also not quite what I wanted to do. I can make that jump. I got this jump. I can make this jump. Ha! To green. Next up, I need white visible. I don't remember having to do that awkward jump before, though. So how else did I do this? It wasn't that way. It was... You know what? I don't know. I have no idea how I did this before. Couple people mentioning that this did seem more like a walkthrough than a Let's Play. And a lot of this, though, is that I am going on memory. And I have done some practice. But, I am also kind of going off memory. Which means my memory may be kind of faulty. Okay, now I need to push this up next, so I need that green block down there at the bottom visible. There we go. And this puzzle, it wasn't that bad for me this time, mostly because I actually kind of remembered the really tricky things, like how to get over here and do this. And the puzzle is solved. That wasn't quite as bad as I remember it being, but that's also because I actually did a little bit of practice specifically on this puzzle not long ago. So what you guys aren't seeing is like 15 minutes of me wandering around going, how the crap am I supposed to do this? Followed by things. What? I could have made that jump if I really wanted to, but this is safer. I almost forgot to hit the jump button. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yay, more optical illusion rooms. Now, I do remember out of this room that there's a whole library around here somewhere. 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 There we are. And then there's this puzzle. This puzzle is... well, it's a puzzle. This is another puzzle I did just a little bit of practice on not terribly long ago. And again, the reason I did it is because what you guys don't get to see is that I sat here for probably half an hour going, is this even possible? I know I've done it before. Spoilers, it is possible, and as usual, the answer actually isn't that terribly difficult. It's just very, very deceptive. Especially because my usual strategy of figuring out the solution doesn't really work quite as well in this room. I'm not sure if there's another solution, but I puzzled over this one for a really long time, and this is the only solution I could come up with, so I'm thinking this was just actually a really well-designed room, and there is, in fact, only one solution. So yeah, props to him for that. Usually there's all kinds of solutions in a room this big with this many blocks and so many possibilities, and... Now, the reason this one was so difficult for me with my normal technique is, looking at it, there were... What I tend to do is I trace the solution backwards. And there are essentially 4 solutions, so I'm already starting with 4 possibilities, and I like having as few possibilities as possible. Makes keeping it straight in my head easier. You guys have probably already seen how to solve this now, just from that alone. But, Also then, the way I kind of backtrace everything to get the solution, the idea of putting 2 blocks there like that never occurs to me. I almost really messed up there. That was close. That was close. I was about to push it, like, down here, and then I was thinking, well, gee, how am I supposed to get the other block down? Ner. Hey, now that door's open. Alright. So yeah, I actually kind of like that about the puzzles in this game. They're all generally not that difficult. They're just way difficult to figure out. Like, the solution's not bad. But if you're not thinking of the solution, then coming up with said solution will take you freaking forever. And that room especially had, like, a really simple solution. Now I have to wait again. Had a really simple solution, but the overall puzzle was just ridiculously complicated. The difference then being compared to my least favorite puzzle just in the previous room or so, which is that even the solution just is not a simple solution. I just don't like that room. But rest assured, that's it. That is it. We have been through the hardest this game has to offer for us at this point. This door is open. The block orb and the item orb. Now, since I don't see any items, perhaps it is this treasure map. Which means this is the one, right? Yeah. Ha-ha! Boop. And then we got free things. Also interesting note is usually these are junior librarians, which would mean it's Koakuma. Head maid, gatekeeper, head maid, junior librarian. This is the first one from librarian, which means this is Patchoulie's. Perhaps she's trying to discern why our broom is so important to us. Now, someone else mentioned in the chat at one point that I actually do an exceptionally... I make this game look easy. And I'll say that it's something you get used to and you get better at, so I'd probably make it look easy for being... That was what button we hit, by the way. We can go through here now. Which brings us in here, where we can hit that. And also, if we look down, we can see that switch right there. Hwah! And there it is. Our final broom fragment. And a switch appeared. Yeah, dang it, we're still missing a piece. Well, crap. But yeah, this is something you get used to. It is actually... Whoops. Nice job, Marissa. It's something that you get used to. It's actually not that terribly easy a game, but it's also not that difficult. I actually like comparing it to something like Bunny Must Die, where the first time I played through it, I was terribly paranoid, and doing the simplest things was, like, unreasonably hard. But the more I played of it, the better I got, to the point that if you check out my Dr. Godpants channel, I have a rather impressive run through the game, missing a lot of the exceedingly key items you had to get. I am going the complete wrong way. So I like to think of it kind of like that, where it's something that, sure, it's like, I make it look a little easy now, but it's just because I played it and got used to it. And it's something that really, I think anybody could, once you actually sit down and spend a little bit of time with the game, it's really not that terribly difficult, but it takes a little getting used to, I guess. Now that opened up this door, and since we got all the broom fragments, we can open up that door by hitting that switch. Oh, get out of here. So if we check our map, though, we see this is the 10th floor, the top floor, and we have been everywhere except through that one door that we just opened up. Alright, everybody. I'm playing through this game. I just want to say I love this game to death. I really do. I like Solstice, but this is like a not jerk form of Solstice. But it's got some really, really clever puzzles in it. And I like that it's more puzzly instead of like almost breaking the game kind of puzzles. It makes you think. And they got ice puzzles in it, which I love those little ice puzzles too. I just really like the game. I mean, Marissa is just adorable. Look at her. Just an absolutely excellent tip of the hat to Solstice with Toho, and you know what? I'm alright with that. So, guess that'll do it then. Through this door, Patchouli awaits.